Hi folks, Six Slices here. Now, this is what my channel's all about. Modern, well-made Sheffield pocket knives. This is, I think, my 52nd Tailor's Eyewitness knife. And maybe you're getting bored of them by now. I just don't. The more I have of them, the more I like them. And it's great to collect different patterns and the different handle materials, and it's great to support an industry which was, dying on its feet. And it's really heartwarming to see tailors and Ibbison and Eggington and Wright doing so well at the moment. It's brilliant. It's it's something I set out to help with, and I hope my little part has been done in helping these things move along. Anyway, this is another Tailor's Eyewitness, and this is another. Open the box. You will find it says. Okay. I drop all pretense of suspense. The important thing is this is another one made by Lee White. I like Lee's knives. My 52 Tailor's knives, almost all, bar maybe 4, are made by Lee. I think he just makes a really good knife. Now this pattern is the slim Barlow or gentleman's clip. It goes by both names, and I can just think immediately the knife raven in Canada will be looking at this video and saying, but you've already got a gentleman's clip in ironwood. And you are absolutely correct. The difference is, and it's really not showing very well on this camera, but this has a fairly straight-grained desert ironwood. It's great, and as a knife to carry, it's really great. It all just works lovely. But this one here has a nice burr, and I just liked the burr, so can't turn it over even. So I don't know if any of it shows on the camera at all, but it's just got a lovely grain to it. So yeah, I have them both. It's a pattern that I really quite like because it's relatively small, relatively inoffensive, but it has a reasonably long blade. It's 2.75 inch blade. It's actually longer than an ordinary Tailor's Barlow blade, but obviously much narrower and a little bit easier to open as well. These are Camtang rather than half-stop knives, and I think you get a little bit more leverage because it's slightly longer, but because it's slim, I think the back spring is just a little bit lighter. Now both of these have the worked back file work, which I generally only buy knives with the worked back. I've got a couple that aren't, but there has to be something special about them, particular wood grain. Or I've got two ram's horn Barlows, and one has a worked back and the other one just has some of the best ram's horn I've ever seen. But here's something you can actually see. I don't know the time difference between when these were made, but they're made by the same person from the same parts. But this blade, new one, is noticeably broader than this one, and the nail nick is noticeably broader and deeper than this one. That's because they're done on a fly press, which is a machine that increases the mechanical advantage of your arm to stamp into steel. It turns out a twisting motion into a vertical motion using a large weight as to give it momentum. So you can so they're different. They're the same, but they're different. You can see the same in the pins. In fact, I would say this knife is a slightly different shape in the handle. It's got more meat to that side and a bit less to this side. Now, I'm not going to suggest either is better than the other. All I'm suggesting is that you can tell that these knives are handmade. They're beautifully made, a wonderful polish on them, lovely nickel silver bolsters. You've got nice brass liners, really contrast well with the desert ironwood, and to have this new one with this burr on it is great. So that will be going into my collection. I've got a second case for displaying things in, so there will be more tailors going into my display cases, which is good for me, but maybe not so good for you, because you won't see them. I was just thinking, yeah, I'm sure they're slightly different sort of overall thicknesses, but they're beautifully done, really, really nicely finished, beautiful hafting, and there's a confidence in his hafting which is easy to see. He gets lovely curves on these edges. Some people are very cautious of that sort of thing. Anyway, that's probably enough to say about these things. If you like this stuff, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you can. Remember to ring the bell, and I'd love to hear your comments. So bye bye folks, see you next time.